Welcome to NYNJPA Weather, your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Well, the big story this morning is a disturbance that moved through southern New Jersey and southeastern Pennsylvania that produced some moderate to at times even heavy rainfall over much of the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Notice much of this rain though remained south of New York City. So what caused this rainfall? Well, let's take a look. On the surface map this morning, we have an area low pressure that is moving through southern Virginia, and this low pressure system, which is enhanced by a strong disturbance in the upper atmosphere, is producing some scattered showers and periods of moderate to at times heavy rain, especially over southern New Jersey, like Cape May, Atlantic County, Atlantic City. But for the most part, this rain is moving quickly. Now, notice the setup here. We have high pressure to the north, basically string from the central plains all the way through the northern Atlantic and especially New York City, and that's keeping cool air in place. And then we have our front and we have warm air to the south. What does this create? Well, when we take a look at the surface map of the temperatures, I think you'll see an interesting trend. Take a look to the southeast of New Jersey. Notice how the colors, which represent the various temperatures by, I believe, 2 degrees Fahrenheit, are tightly packed. This is called a packing of the isotherms, and this is very important because when you have this type of packing of the temperatures, what you have is what's called isentropic lifting. This type of lifting can produce moderate to heavy rainfall, pretty much in a way that not like thunderstorms. It's basically warm air moving over cooler air. So when you have that type of lifting, you get stratiform type rainfall, and at times it can be heavy. Keep an eye on this because I think we're going to be hearing this quite a bit this coming winter, this type of setup with the thermal gradient. And I think it's going to be a big deal as we move into December, January, and February. So just keep an eye on that. Now, this thermal gradient is going to shift to the east, and that's going to mean that the best lifting is also going to move out into the Atlantic. So the rain will end gradually as we move into the late morning hours, and then by the afternoon we'll see some clearing as that high pressure builds just a little bit further south and brings some dry air into the northern mid-Atlantic, especially the Philadelphia metropolitan area. So let's take a step back and we'll look at the water vapor satellite picture for much of the eastern United States. Now we have an upper level low that's a little bit off the map here over parts of the Baja of California. And we're getting these disturbances shooting out in the subtropical jet stream that are cutting through Oklahoma and the Red River Valley and then shooting up over the developing southeast ridge towards the mid-Atlantic. And then we have our powerful polar jet that is shooting disturbance after disturbance after disturbance right towards the northern mid-Atlantic as well. What does this mean? Well, we have a stationary cold front, as you saw earlier, sitting right around Virginia and the Tennessee River Valley, and as these disturbances interact with a cold front, each one is going to produce its own wave of low pressure and scattered showers. Sometimes the rain will be moderate to heavy, but for the most part I think that type of rainfall is going to be regulated more towards southern New Jersey and the Philadelphia metropolitan area, where these locations will be closer to the cold front and thus closer to tight thermal gradient. But as you move further north towards New York City, the showers will become more scattered to isolated. I know everyone's asking me about the Yankees game. I don't think you'll see much in the way of impact on the Yankees game for tonight or for Wednesday. Any showers will remain mostly to the south, and any that do impact the Bronx are going to remain relatively light because they are so far away from the best lifting mechanisms. But for the most part, we'll continue to see these disturbances move through. Today, on through Friday, we'll get a break on Saturday, and then once again on Sunday and Monday, more disturbances, more showers, and more cool conditions. So let's take a look at the surface map again. Now the good news with these waves of low pressure that are going to move from southwest to northeast and impact the region is that after each low pressure system you get a weak ridge of high pressure built in, so you'll get some clearing skies, and there are going to be some afternoons where the sky is going to completely clear, it'll be sunny and wonderful before the next disturbance comes through and produces more scattered showers. So it's going to be kind of a back and forth type of weather pattern throughout this week and actually all the way through the next 10 days, with this volatile, active pattern of scattered showers followed by clearing conditions and scattered showers again. The good news is that, well, at least it won't get too terribly cold or too terribly warm, and temperatures are going to average slightly below normal, nothing that's too extreme either way. Thank you for choosing NYNJPA weather as your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent day.